So my plan from the start was to go and blow up a bunch of crap around this location that you're seeing. I've seen a few parking garages. In fact, the one I'm going to is across the street. This business needs a little bit of fun in its life, so I thought, hey, this will be a great advertising scandal. I just blew up a car to make sure my explosives worked, because if they didn't, then I'd go explode the guy back at the ammunition. Except that's not a real thing in Watch Dogs. You have to go to the pawn shop. There I was, testing out my skills, trying to break that fence, even though I knew I could jump over it. Now, as we come to the final stages before I get in the car, I start eyeing on my targets. I quickly open up, just to go and get a car inside. I found the car I wanted. This was a car that had a very low startup sound, so you could barely hear it. This video will have no audio, but it will, because I'll start talking whenever I want to. I really didn't know what I was doing here. I should tell my cameraman to back off already, cause Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'll start talking again when things get better. There was a bomb. Here was me testing to see if people could also see the bomb. I went out front just to make sure. Sure enough, people could see. Except the cops didn't give two shits. The game audio is now coming on. Great. Now we could listen to this. I started to make contact, moving into the police parker. I found my target. A Chihuahua. An L for Joel, whatever. I don't know. I'm a white class American. I don't know how to say Spanish names. I wanted to find a parking spot that was just far away enough that they wouldn't expect a thing. I turned off my engine. I pulled out my drone so I'll be able to see the explosion up close. I hit the trigger. And of course, two cops came to the scene. They took a while to get there, but hey, it was still okay. It was at this point that I was realizing that my parking was off. Here are the two cops that I was talking about. One cop can call reinforcements. I decided to fuck around with the other cops in this area. I wanted to make the car run into that girl, but no. Of course, it didn't. I wanted to fix my parking situation. Turned off my engine again, and got in my drone. I got my drone again. Of course, the cops gave up. So I threw another bomb. Of course, it ended right next to me. So that means I have to park on the other side. I went to the other side. As soon as I was ready, I pulled the trigger, but I had to get to my drone first. And pulled it. And of course, because the cops were closer, they had an even better reaction. They knew something fishy was up, but I wasn't going to tell them. I didn't want to turn myself in. I waited a little bit of time. But of course, they took about 6 years to figure out what was going on. Video game AI sucks. I hope Watch Dogs 3 is good. Back in the car. I was trying to be a little bit stealthy, throwing another bomb, but I was having trouble finding where. I looked around for a good spot. Tango spotted. I went back in the car and hit the car right next to me. The cops were too stupid to notice. I drove away like I was a normal person. Pulled up, turned off the engine, and waited. I unfortunately pressed the wrong button So I got my drone again and hit the trigger. And boom goes the dynamite. The cops definitely knew somebody was up. Something was up. My engine was still on, of course. Silly me forgot to turn off the fucking engine. How stupid. I readily got ready and parked next. And of course, I was the dumbest person alive. I threw a bomb in plain sight. And of course, cops noticed me. And that was the end of my stealth journey.